It's cup final day. The suit is on. All we need now is the trophy. Let's go straight to the Coppa Italia final. Let's go do this. Hello and welcome to the final episode of Season 2 of Beat the League, here with AC Milan. Today we have the Coppa Italia final against Parma, and then afterwards we will have a quick look at what's going on in the league, because there might still be something to play for. But before we get into the action, the usual request: if it's your first visit to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy today's video, give it a big thumbs up with that like button down there as well. Comments are always welcomed. Right, now that's out of the way. This is the 11 that are going to take us to the Coppa Italia trophy. I'm all suited and booted. Let's hope for a smooth ride through the final and a trophy at the end of the day. Right, we've got Abbiati in goal, Maldini, Costacurta, Sala and Helveg in defence. Zidane, Ambrosini, Gattuso and Guglielmin Pietro in midfield, with Shevchenko and Bierhoff up top. The only man missing from our best 11 is Leandro, who is struggling for fitness, so Gulli is there on the right-hand side of midfield. Hopefully it won't make a difference. Leandro can come on from the bench, though, if we need him in the second half. Right, straight into the action. We'll cover the league in a minute, and we'll go and win a trophy. Here we go then. We are at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. It's Milan against Parma. Now, I'm not going to go through the Parma side again because I did that before and it took me the best part of the first half. But an effort from Dino Baggio is just about saved from Abbiati, and we are hanging on 5 minutes in. We have played them obviously in the league. We drew with them in the first league game, beat them in the second league game, which was on camera. Obviously, it was a episode or two ago. But today is all about the cup, and we've had a bit of a good run. We've beat some good sides. We're going to demand more. We're on defensive. I didn't realise we were on defensive. We should be a bit more positive than that. Maybe that change will help us out. Obviously, in this cup run, we beat Juventus. We beat Inter Milan over 2 legs in the semi-final. And now we need to beat Parma to take the trophy. And so far, half an hour gone, we've had 0 chances. Parma have had 3, just 1, which went close from Dino Baggio right at the beginning of the game. And we are 36 minutes in. A Zidane free kick. It's nodded over by... I know it's headed by Ambrosini and then hacked off the line by Cannavaro by the sounds of it. Ambrosini is going to take the corner though. Whips into the box. Doesn't find the head of Gulli. But Costacurta has it. And Ambrosini gets a second chance to put a delivery in. But he is dispossessed and it's gone out for a goal kick. A bit of a wasted opportunity in the end there. But more promising than we have been so far in the game. We're nearly at half-time and we've only had 1 chance. Parma have been the better side. We've had more of the ball, but we have had the single clear-cut chance, although I would have thought a save that just about crept over the line in the first minute would have been clear-cut. Anyway, it's half-time, a dull game so far. Let's hope the second half is an improvement. And immediately as we start this second half, we're going to go straight to attacking. We're going to show some passion and hopefully inspire the boys to start putting in a bit more of a performance. We are, well, disappointed, I think is the fairest comment to make. Nearly an hour gone and nothing has happened. We have been poor. I think that is the only thing we can say. Parma haven't been much better, but we do have a free kick in a dangerous position. I think it's Shevchenko standing over it. It is. He whips it in, doesn't quite find the goal. It just creeps over, but Buffon looked like he had it covered. An hour gone, and I think Leandro needs to come on because we have been uninspired going forward. And that is the change we're going to make. Leandro can come on for Gulli. And I think maybe Zidane is looking tired as well. I think Boban on for the Zidane. And Bierhoff is off. Hopefully, George Weah can make the impact from the substitutions bench. And it's 3 changes just before the 70-minute mark. And it's immediately a highlight. Maldini's throw-in gets nodded on. And then Weah, with his first touch, gets a good shot. But it's saved well by Buffon. The highlight does continue, though. So hopefully we can win back the ball. but we can't. Parma are now on the break. Hopefully our 3 changes haven't upset them. Well, I say upset the momentum. We had no momentum. They can't make it much worse, surely. But hopefully it hasn't given Parma the inspiration to go forward a bit more. They're controlling the ball well. Baggio inside to Breda and finds Thuram, who finds Fuser on this far side. He's broken into the box, ball in, and it's just nodded over. Thankfully, it didn't go anywhere near the back of the net, and Crespo is already off. That is a good sign. Galletti is on up front with Stanic, and 15 minutes to go. We need some sort of inspiration. Demand more with 10 minutes left. This is heading to extra time. If I've ever seen a game heading towards extra time, it's this one, but hopefully not. Helveg's ball into the box is cleared, but it finds Sala, who can wasteful ball, and Parma are now on the break. Galletti has it. He misses the challenge, and it's dangerous. He's got a chance. He's wasted it. Thankfully, there is a man in the middle of the box he could have squared it across to. I think it was Stanic, but thankfully he took the shot and wasted it. 5 minutes to go. This is a game that's heading to extra time, surely. There's nothing happening here. 2 minutes left. Unless we get some divine intervention in the final 3 added minutes, we aren't, I don't think. Extra time it is. So, a dull game has gone to extra time. Hopefully, this isn't the end of our cup run. We need some inspiration in the final 30 minutes. And I don't want to go to penalties. I cannot take it. Maybe the suit is cursed. Anyway, extra time coming right up. Here we go. Obviously, you can't see me. You can't see my camera during the game. I am still wearing the suit, but I'm regretting it if we don't win this game. It's 5 minutes gone already. There's nothing happening. Extra time is just like the regular time. It's going to just fly by, and we're going to go to a penalty, and I don't trust us. And I've clicked on Roberto Breda. Anyway, I don't trust us to get anything past Buffon from the penalty spot. I need a goal before then. Maldini is working down this left-hand side with Ambrosini. He's into space. Find it back to Maldini. He's in loads of space. There's no one with him. We've gone central. There we go. Maldini in that space. He needs to whip the ball into the box. Can he find Weah? He does, and George Weah has scored the 99th minute of the game, and off the bench once again. George Weah with his head. Maldini was in bags of space. We just needed to find him, and Gattuso looks up, sends it wide. A lovely, lovely amount of space for the left back. Whips it in. Weah is clear of his defender. Nods it home. 1-0 Milan. And it's nearly half time and extra time, and we're going to go down to positive. That is just how we needed to start things. In this added half an hour, Weah's 99th minute goal. And we have a highlight here as well. Maldini with the throw-in into Ambrosini. Maldini again down this left-hand side has been an inspiration since extra time started. Just a shame the first 90 minutes couldn't find anyone to be that inspiration either. And we're building from the back. A ball out wide has found Leonardo. Can't say his name properly. That's not a good start. Sala has it. And it's gone all the way back to Abbiati. Costa Curta. And we're going back through the middle again. Boban is on, and his ball is a beautiful one for Leonardo, who's into the box. It goes inside the defender. Can't quite get a good shot away, and Buffon is equal to it. And we are at extra time. Half time. Let's see if the second half is better. We're going to go straight into it. There's no team talk, obviously. Everyone is on the pitch still. Straight into the second half. We've got just over 10 minutes left. We have the ball down this near side, though. Ambrosini inside to Gattuso. Helveg is very advanced. He's going into the box. Can he find a good ball? He finds a ball. It's not a clear. Shevchenko gets the rebound. Gattuso on the edge of the box. Shoots. Hits the bar. And George Weah is there once again. He is the difference maker. Gattuso's shot. I think it was pushed onto the bar by Buffon. But anyway, it came out and fell to the feet of Weah. We'll see the replay. Helveg's cross, can't find anyone. Shevchenko tees Gattuso up. Buffon fumbled it. I thought he pushed it onto the bar, but he fumbled it. And it got straight to the feet of George Weah, who gets his second of the game. And we are going to win the Coppa Italia. There is no doubt about it in my mind now. We can't concede 2 more from here, surely. And whilst I say that, I'm going to make sure of that by going very defensive and start wasting all the time, because Parma have the ball. As you can see behind me tinkering down this near side. It's gone all the way back to Buffon though. Just under 8 minutes to go. Buffon hoofs it clear. And Parma have it in the centre of the park. Baggio on it now. They can't quite get that final ball through. They've gone all the way back to Buffon again. If they keep doing this for the last 8 minutes, that is fine. Knocking it forward, knocking it back. Benarivo finds Thuram in space, though. Maldini needs to get back. He does, and he's brought down Thuram in the box. That looked harsh. We've gone to VAR. Someone put the VHS tape in, and they've awarded the penalty. Come on, Abbiati. Save the day. We don't want to concede here. We have conceded here. Galletti slots home with a confident penalty. That does not fill me with confidence, because if they get another, we go to penalties, and they are proven that they can score them. Abbiati went completely the wrong way. Oh dear. Right, 5 minutes to go. I'm going to praise. Hopefully, yes, that has done a positive impact. We've got 2 minutes left. Very defensive and wasting all the time has worked. 2 minutes of added time is over. Just about. Now it is. And we have got the Coppa Italia trophy. This season has not been a bad one. We finished... Well, we'll get to the league in a second, but we've won the Coppa Italia. There are still 2 games left in the league, and there I am with the trophy, parading around the pitch at the Stadio Olimpico. It was an incredibly poor 90 minutes, but the final half an hour was incredible. We're off the bench, 2 goals, man of the match. Just fantastic. Buffon's error gave us the second, and despite Maldini, who had a fantastic hand in the first goal, giving away that penalty, we have hung on and we have won 2-1 and taken some silverware. Now let's head to base, have a breather, and have a look what's happening in the league. Right then, that was absolutely incredible. The suit is not cursed. It took 99 minutes to get a goal, but we have got there, and George Weah makes the difference. He inspires the victory, and we have celebrated... Oh, we won the Super Cup. Celebrated a double. Hang on. We haven't celebrated a double. The Super Cup doesn't count. But a 2-1 victory in the final. We've lifted the Coppa Italia. Maldini lifted the trophy high above his head. Lots of money coming in. Lots of medals. 21 medals overall. I've been praised by the fans. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Zidane is jaded. He's been a bit of a disappointment. If you look at his average rating there, that 7.11 is mostly driven by his time at Juventus. We're going to rest him for a few days. We have still got some league games left to handle. George Weah has been fantastic in the final. Right, let's have a look at what's been happening since the last episode. So, obviously, we're out of the Champions League. We've won the Coppa Italia. We've won the Super Cup. And in the league, we are still somehow in touching distance of Inter. The gap is 4 points, but it's not been particularly straightforward. If we look at the schedule, obviously that Parma game there was what's just happened. Last time you were with us, we lost 2-1 to Inter, and it was a 9-point gap at the top. Now, they drew their next game. We smashed Verona 4-0. Both of us won in this match day. We beat Cagliari. And then, utter madness in the final 10 minutes. We were 1-0 up, comfortable against Lecce. The news was coming in that Inter were going behind against Fiorentina. They ended up losing 3-0, but we conceded 2 sloppy late goals and just capitulated at the first sign of any chance of getting into this title fight once again. But Inter gave us another lifeline. We beat Regina, sorry. Is that correct? Yes, we beat Regina. But Inter lost to Juve. If we go back here, we beat Regina. And then later in the day, Inter lost at home to Juve. So the gap stays at 4 points. There are 2 games left. Inter play Udinese first. If they don't win that game, I'll be back for the Perugia game on the Monday. And we might just be in with a shout of getting a actual proper double. Because once that happens, we go to the final day of the season. And Inter at home to Bari. We are away at Venezia. Neither side is particularly good, so it could still be all open. But once we get to that point, anything can happen. So I'm going to skip forward. Obviously, we'll get past the Inter game as they face Udinese, sorry. So once we get past that game, if the next thing you see is the Perugia game, you know we've got a chance of the title. If the next thing you see is after the Venezia game, you know we haven't. So, bear with me. We'll see what happens, and you never know, we might be celebrating another trophy in a few minutes. Okay then, so what's it going to be? Are we going back for the Perugia game, or is it the end of the season? Now, you can probably tell from the length of the video whether this video's got more than one match in it or not. So, we're just going to get straight into it, and there we go, we're at the end of the season. Milan didn't slip up, they beat Udinese, they clinched the title, and we finished second. Just hanging on to second place ahead of Juventus by a single point. And on the last day, Lazio lost and lost fourth place as well. So they very nearly matched their target, their real world score of 72 points. They were only 2 points behind it, but they finished fifth. So that just shows you how much of a competitive season it was, and how much better the top sides were in game than they were in real world. So Inter finished top on 85. They got 58 in the real world. So that is a massive improvement. We obviously jumped from 61 to 81. Juventus from 71 to 80. And Lazio went down from 72 to 70. Fiorentina, however, they were big jump up as well. They finished on 51 points and finished down in 7th. And they're finishing 4th now on 70. A three-way tie between Fiorentina, Lazio and Roma for 4th, 5th and 6th. But in the end, we have successfully beaten the league, albeit disappointingly finished second. We really could have taken this title. There were a couple of games, if we hadn't lost to Inter and then hadn't dropped that game against Lecce, where we really should have won. And if we'd won that, we'd have been 2 points closer. If we hadn't dropped a couple of draws here and there, there's so many ifs and buts. But in the end, we lose out by 4 points. Just weren't quite good enough. The main disappointment for me was the signing of Zidane, who completely just did nothing. In all of his, in the whole second half of the season, he was absent in all bar about 2 games. And that was it. That's where we're going to leave it as well. So, as you can see, we have finished second. Inzaghi got 33 goals in the season for Juventus. Bierhoff could only manage 20. If you have a quick look at the squad and the average rating overall. So Leonardo was our best player with a 7.52 in all competitions. Helveg, Maldini, both are wing-backs up there as well. And then our 2 strikers, Bierhoff and Shevchenko, getting high average ratings. The disappointment, though, is Zidane, who just scraped in at 7.01. Now, for a player of his ability, you would have expected him to settle straight away and be immediately up here with everyone else who is 4.5 stars, or even 4 stars in the case of these few guys here. But it's been a good season. Not quite a great season. It would have been good to have got the double. We won the cup, though, in the end. Which is always a good thing, to take some silverware home. But not quite good enough, not the silverware we wanted. And that's where we're going to have to end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the cup final. The suit works, we won the trophy, but we didn't quite have enough to take the league as well. So, thank you very much for joining along. I hope you enjoyed this brief 6-episode series of Beat the League. Once again, we're going to continue this sort of series going forward in FM22 as well. But join us next time when we're going to have a few one-off episodes regarding FM22 before we get into the beta save with Manchester United. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Well, hey, you've made it to the end of the video, and hang on, it's a subscribe button. Tap on this. Even if you've done it already, just try it, see what happens. And then if you're hanging around, have a look at these. One of these. Check out some of this amazing content. You won't regret it. I'll see you next time.